On this project, some of the key factors was performing to the schedule and doing it as quickly as possible to get this building online for the community. Also, aesthetically, we wanted to meet Smith Group's design vision and the vision of UC Davis on their campus. We're here at the 48X complex, recently completed for UC Davis Health. It's a outpatient surgery center. It's a progressive design build project. $493 million was the budget. Because it was progressive design build, we were able to create strategies to accomplish our goals of delivering the project on time.
We didn't just force prefab. We had a lot of panels, 60,000 square feet, over 390 of them, but we also knew where it made sense, and so we had good tie-ins between stick frame kind of traditional builds and prefabricated walls. I think that was a good balance, right, to find between, not forcing a solution, but coming up with the best solution for the project.
As you can see, there's a lot of ribbon windows, the long horizontal windows that kind of breaks up the structure of a DBC panel that normally would span from deck to deck.
Yep.
And using GPLA, who had experience with DBC, and also DBC's interior design team and engineers to help explain that process and make sure we're doing it in a budget-friendly manner, I think was a key. So our building has 19-foot floor-to-floor heights on the first 2 floors and 15-foot floor-to-floor heights on the upper floors. So also structurally, we have 31-foot 6 structural bays for the main steel of the building. So we divided that up into truckable components.
We always have a structural engineer to design our panels, but luckily for this, we were able to team up with GPLA, to keep it within the one DPR family of companies because they're familiar with our design, and having that familiarity sets us up for success. When we get into those tough corners or those seismic joints, the floor to floor, tying in stick framing, those are all things that we've worked on in the past, and now we got this, in our tool belt as well.
We actually went through a process of choosing by advantages and presenting opportunities from different systems. We considered a precast exterior, right? Precast panels. We considered stick framing everything, right? And we had to make decisions on where we're gonna have a rain screen as part of the building or EFIS panels, right? We were able to do that by engaging the architects and the design team in total about what were the goals, what were the concerns about various systems, joint sizes, locations, spacing, consistency of certain systems versus others. With SPW and DBC, we're able to control that process early on before you were signed up and inform those decisions.
It's not just prefabbing for prefab's sake, but really, how do you add the most value to the project? And so looking at the different skin options, the different details, what should be stick frame, what shouldn't be, are all decisions that we want to help drive, but also not be so narrow-minded to do one thing and one thing only. And so what we did here was, I think we blended those all really well together.
And on this project, we really had to keep the target in mind while we were making all of our decisions. Yeah. And I think we came up with the best value for the project.
That's right.